Hi everyone, how are you? It's Miss Karen and Max is here with me today. We are here to do a very fun science experiment, and it's a color changing experiment. You make a chemical reaction to make the liquid that we're using change colors. So do you think it will happen? Let's see. Now, I want to let you know that all along we've been using ingredients from the kitchen. Today we're going a little beyond that and using ingredients from other parts of the house. So I'm going to show you what we're going to use for ingredients. There's also some directions because I'm going to show you what I did. Because we're going to have what we call liquid A, liquid B, and liquid C. Now, I don't want you to worry about the liquids and the measurements, because what I'm going to do after this post is done, I will put a picture of my little cheat sheets in the comments so you can try it at home. So what do you need? You need 3 glasses or cups. You need some warm water. We're going to think about that warm water versus cold water later. You also, maybe you have this in your medicine cabinet, some vitamin C tablets. And actually, while I'm showing you the rest of the ingredients, I'm going to take 2 tablets because we need to crush them into powder. I'm going to put them in this bag, and Max, you're going to work to squish. He's going to use a spoon and he's going to squish the tablets into a powder. Okay, other ingredients. You're going to need iodine. This is something that you would find in a first aid section. You also are going to need hydrogen peroxide, and if you are a slime maker / lover, you probably have this in your collection somewhere. You need liquid starch. Now, if you don't have liquid starch, you could also use some cornstarch when the starch part comes, or if you have potatoes, you can boil those and use the liquid from the potatoes, because believe it or not, potatoes have starch. So when you boil those potatoes, the liquid in the pot that you've used, that is potato starch, which can be used. Try to make slime with that sometime too. All right, I see Joanna watching too. I think she's going to love this. All right, so Max, are we ready? Okay, Max has our vitamin C tablets that are crushed into a powder. So what I'm going to do, and this is where we're gonna do liquid A. So liquid A is the crushed vitamin C and 2 ounces of warm water. So I'm not gonna exactly measure it, but that's about 2 ounces of warm water. So what I need Max you to do is to let's pour that powder in this glass. I'll help you. Now, 2 tablets is 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. What does that mean? Well, each tablet measures a certain amount of milligrams. Okay, that looks good, Max. Can you give that a little stir? And these tablets on the label said 500 milligrams. So we crushed 2 to do 1,000 milligrams. Okay, Max. So Max has stirred liquid A. If you notice, how does it look, Max? Is the water clear or is it a little cloudy? Max says it's white. All right. So that's liquid A. We're going to leave this here. On to liquid B. So what we're going to do, liquid B, we're going to pour some more water. And again, reminding you, this is warm water. And then we're going to take 1 teaspoon of liquid A and put it into liquid B. But before we do that, actually, we're going to use the iodine. And we know, Max, do we know what color the iodine is?
Brown.
It's brown. We're going to take 1 teaspoon of the iodine and we're going to put it in the water. So the iodine looks what color? It's kind of brown, right? So when I pour it in and I stir it, my water becomes brown, correct? Okay, Max, this is where you're going to measure out. So now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of liquid A to this liquid B, which is brown liquid right now. Now here we go, scientists. Take a guess. Before you put it in, Max, do you think the iodine is going to stay brown? Or do you think it will change color?
Well, you should ask them. I already know.
I know, Max already knows, so I'm asking. All right, ready? Here you go. Max, pour it in. 3, 2, 1, and give it a stir, Max. Ah! Did you see what happened? Did you see that? The iodine in the mixture with the vitamin C tablets turned the liquid clear. Pretty interesting. Okay, final cup, liquid C. So, again, this time we're not going to add any water. We are going to take our hydrogen peroxide. Did you want to put this in, Max? We're going to use 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide. Now, I'm going to remind you again, don't worry if you forget the directions. I'm going to post them later in the comments. Okay, Max is going to add the hydrogen peroxide. And then here comes the liquid starch. And we need a 1/2 teaspoon of liquid starch. Now remember again, I mentioned that if you don't have liquid starch, you could also use cornstarch with water. Okay, put that in there, Max. Or you could boil some potatoes and the liquid from the potatoes will have starch. Okay, this was liquid A. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so now we have liquid B and we have liquid C. They're both clear, correct? Do you believe if we mix these together, it will change colors? What do you think? Okay, so I'm gonna start to pour, and then I'll have Max pour a little bit too. So go back and forth. Now, some experiments take a little bit of time. This experiment, because I've already done it, I do know that it's going to take some time. But notice how Max is pouring liquid B and liquid C back and forth together. He's very focused, right? And it's going back and forth. Now, I want you to remember the question I asked about warm water versus cold water. So we definitely used warm water, but I wonder too, if you really wanted to experiment, if you tried cold water and the difference between using warm water and cold water. Okay, Max, I'm gonna have you leave that alone. So he's mixed it back and forth. So far, not much of a difference. However, when we were getting this ready, about 2 minutes after this glass sat, guess what happened? It became this color. The liquid turned dark blue. So believe it or not, this glass, give it another few minutes, will turn blue. Pretty cool, right? Now, how and why does that happen? Ooh, I see some more friends watching. I see the Bats family. Look, do you see it? It just happened right before our eyes. And I see the Williams watching. Okay, so why and how did this happen? We had 3 liquids. We used a lot of ingredients. It was basically a battle of the chemicals. So, the vitamin C wanted to keep it from turning blue. However, yep, that's right. However, the liquid starch really wanted it to turn blue. So it was the chemicals battling back and forth as we poured each liquid from glass to glass. Guess which chemical won? Not vitamin C, the liquid starch won. So there you have it, a color changing experiment. I hope you enjoyed it. Now remember, what I'm going to do after I finish this video, I'll take a picture of my little notes for liquid A, liquid B, and liquid C. And I hope you try it because I think it's super cool. It's probably one of my favorite chemical reaction experiments. All right, friends, Max, you ready to say goodbye? We will see you again soon. Enjoy this beautiful day. It's a little warm out there.
A little too warm.
But I still think it's great. I actually stayed inside today because I wanted you to be able to see it perfectly. Sometimes it's too sunny outside. Anyways, go outside, play, have fun, do some science experiments, especially this one, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.